Hi, do you feel safe going to the grocery store? There's some things that you might want to know before you go. Hi, I'm Donna, the Dynamic Diabetic, and I'm here today to talk about the grocery store. As we are opening up more and more of us will be getting out. And there are some things that you need to be aware of when you do go out, especially to the grocery store. The grocery store is the germiest place around, but there are even germier spots within that spot. So I want to cover those first. The shopping carts. Everybody puts their hands on the shopping carts. So there's all kinds of germs on them. So, guys, wipe the handles with your disinfectant when you go in, wear your gloves, do your hands when you leave. To make sure that whatever germs were on that cart, you're not bringing home with you. When you go to get the milk or the creamer or whatever, and you're opening up those freezer compartments, those refrigeration doors. Those doors, everybody has touched those doors, right? So many people, you have no idea. Again, use your gloves, be smart. By the way, when you wear gloves in the grocery store, when you leave, take them off and throw them away as you leave. Do not bring those germs with you. Third place that's very germy is the produce section. And that's because people pick stuff up and they look at it and they put it back and they pick up something else, right? You have to think about that. So the smart thing to do would be, first of all, to try not to pick up and put back down. But when you get home, you're going to wash that produce really, really well. Wash your hands really, really well after handling it. If you can buy something that's sealed in a bag to start with, that would be much better too. Fourth area I want to talk about is the bumpers, like on the meat case, and you have to lean over them to reach something, or a lot of people will put their hands on them as they're looking to see what they want. Please, those bumpers are gross. The store employees wipe them down several times a day because of that, but don't lean on them and use your gloves. And then after you've done all that shopping, you're going to get to the checkout, and there's going to be a touch screen maybe. There's going to be a weighing spot. There's going to be bagging. All of those areas have been touched and touched and touched and touched. Again, you need those gloves. And last but not least, credit card machine. People have punched in numbers, they've written their name, whatever. Again, your gloves are so important at the store. Your mask is obviously extremely important, but those gloves at the grocery store become even more important. And then always afterwards, you want to be sure and use your hand sanitizer. Oh, and I forgot one place, and that is the bulk bins, like where they have the nuts and the candies and stuff. No. People have been touching all around that. Use your gloves. The best thing is to find it already prepackaged, guys. So then you know kind of where the germy places are to watch out for, especially. But what are some mistakes that the grocery store says we're making? Okay, number one, we'll forget our gloves and our mask. That just can't happen anymore. I'm in Virginia. We're required now to wear a mask when we go out in public. So you got to have that mask. And guys, if you're smart, you're going to have on gloves when you go in anywhere. We're going to be touching things other people might have touched. They say that we don't throw our gloves away properly. We don't put them in the trash. We might leave them in the cart or throw them in the parking lot. Well, guess what? Then an employee has to pick those up, and then they become more at risk. We just have to think, right? We touch things again, like in the produce section. You're going to pick it up and look at it. Let your eyes do the touching for a while. Try not to be actually touching. That would be helpful. The other thing is decrease how often you go to the store. Some of us used to go every day. Well, we don't need to do that now. We're just putting ourselves and other people more at risk the more we go. But the bigger the crowd is, the more the risk, right? So be smart and go once or twice a week at the most. The recommendation is that you buy for 2 weeks so that you're really limiting yourself on how often you're going to the grocery. People are shopping with their family. That's just putting more people at risk. It used to be okay, when the whole family went grocery shopping, but now if you can, leave the kids at home, leave the hubby at home, or leave the wife at home. Somebody stay at home with the kids, and one person go to the store so there's only one person exposed. Not making a list. That's bad, because we used to go and we'd shop and we'd leisurely walk around and look. But again, they're only letting so many people in the store. And you need to know what you want, go in, get it, and leave so the next person is able to come in. So be thinking about other people as you're doing this. Another problem is we're not staying 6 feet apart. In our effort to get through the store and do the things we need to do, we're not always paying attention to who's around us and how close we are. That means as we're shopping, but that also means when you get to the checkout line, there needs to be a space. You need to give the person ahead and behind you space, right? And make sure that you're staying that 6 feet apart. It's recommended that you not use cash. Cash is something you touch, and it's something then the cashier has to touch. When you use a non-contact method of payment, it's much better for everyone if you can do that. People are still letting the worker bag for them. That's another contact you don't have to have. Bag for yourself this time. I know, pain, but bag for yourself this time. It will help you and others. You don't have to worry about someone else having touched things. And you're impatient. This is a biggie. We're all stressed out, right? And the less contact we have with others, actually, the better at the grocery store. So when you're impatient and you're fussing at someone because you can't find what you want, or they don't have what you want, or it's not coming fast enough, or the line's too long, or everything's too slow, whoa, those grocery people cannot fix that, okay? Life is what it is for right now. We need to be patient and exercise courtesy and thoughtfulness as we go about our business. So these are my tips today for know before you go on the grocery store. I hope that they will help you. I hope you find some things that you hadn't thought of and that you can now implement in your shopping spree. This is Donna Denson, the Dynamic Diabetic. I want to thank you for being here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't have, but please do. And may God bless and keep you till we connect again. This is Donna, the Dynamic Diabetic. Bye-bye for now.